Crocheted flowers from Studio. In this tutorial, we will continue making this beautiful 6-petal flower. I remind you that in part 1, Crochet Flower Tutorial 59, we started the first petal. Let's continue. Here on the first round, we have 2 free single stitches. We need to skip the first free single crochet and single crochet through the second single crochet stitch on round 1. The petal is not ready yet. We need to continue. Turn the work counterclockwise. Make 1 turning chain and single crochet 17 in a row. Work stitches in back loops of following stitches. Start the work from the very first stitch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and the last single crochet. You can see we have 1 stitch, 1 single crochet stitch before the stitches that are made into the chain space. Chain 5 for the chain space. Skip 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet through the next stitch, working 2 loops. Then turn the work, single crochet 7 into the chain space. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then make 7 single stitches in a row. Work in back loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then make a slip stitch through the next stitch, working back loop. Continue, turn the work counterclockwise, chain 1, skip the slip stitch and single crochet 6 in a row, working back loop. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, we have 1 stitch before the chain stitch is made into the chain space. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the chain space. Skip 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet in 2 loops of the next stitch. Now turn the work counterclockwise and single crochet 7 into the chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then single crochet 7 in a row, working back loops. The last single goes in the chain space, chain stitch. Then single crochet through the single stitch that is lower and make a slip stitch through the next stitch. Turn the work, make 1 turning chain, skip the slip stitch and single crochet 7 in a row, working back loop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now again chain 5 for the chain space, skip 5 stitches, 1 2 3 4 5, and single crochet through the next stitch, work in 2 loops, turn the work, single crochet 7 into the chain space, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Single crochet 8 in a row, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and the last single stitch make into the chain stitch, then single crochet 7 in a row, working on lower row, 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Here you can see we've made a big petal. To complete the petal, single crochet through the single stitch in round 1 that the next double treble is coming out of. The first petal is almost ready. Now in the center next to the petal I'm going to make a spiral. For the spiral, chain 10, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, chain 3 more, 1 2 3. Now double crochet 3 through the 4th chain stitch away from the hook, 1 2, and the last double through the same stitch. Continue, make 3 double crochet stitches in each of next 8 chain stitches. 1 2 and 3. Then through the next stitch work 3 double crochet, 1 2 and 3. The same work through the next stitch, 1 double, 2 double and 3. Through the next work 3 double crochet as well, 1 2 and 3. One, 2, 3. One, 2 and 3. And the last 1, 2 and 3. Here we have the last chain stitch. Through this last chain stitch, double crochet, then half double crochet and single crochet. Then make a slip stitch in 2 loops of the single crochet stitch that our spiral is coming out of. The spiral is ready. We've made 1 petal and a spiral in the center. Now I will continue making a reverse single crochet trim around the petal. To begin a reverse single crochet trim, do not turn the work, Stay on this side. Insert the hook through the first stitch from the right and single crochet through. Work single crochet stitch going from the left to the right. Work through each stitch around the petal. Do not skip any stitches. Work all the way until you reach the end of this row. I remind you that we are making a reverse single crochet trim around the first petal. Here is the last stitch on this row. Then reverse single crochet through the stitch that the previous stitch was made through, and continue around the petal. Here 2 more stitches. Then again work through the stitch that the previous stitch was made through and continue around. Do not skip any stitches. Work around until you reach the first row of single crochet or the first single stitch on this round. Couple more stitches, 1, 2, and here's our first stitch on this round. Now we need to move the yarn to the next chain space to begin the next petal. Do not turn the work. Chain 1, bend the petal to see the back loops of stitches on the first row. They are behind the petal. Make a slip stitch through in each back loop on the row. Here you can see that this row goes all the way to the next chain space. Let me show you. Here is this row. Working back loops of stitches going all the way to the first chain space, to the next chain space. Do not tie up these slip stitches. They should just repeat the stitches on previous row. We need to make 2 more slip, 1 and 2. Now you can start the next petal. Work 13 single stitches into the next chain space. Continue the same as we did this first petal. Here you can see our slip stitches. The first petal and the first spiral are ready. Work this round and make 5 more petals following the same instruction. I completed my flower. You can see 5 chain spaces on each petal, beautiful center made of spirals, and around we worked a reverse single crochet trim. Here is the back side where we can see the base for the flower. Center you can decorate with a bead. We have classic look of the spirals that are in the center. I want to show you how you can change this flower a little without making any more stitches. You just need to turn these spirals in a different way like this. I'm turning them around from the outside. Here you can see that I have something like a shell inside of the flower. You can stitch a little bead to the center of each shell like this. Here what we've got looks like we have another little flower in the center. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe.